Hey guys, welcome back. Thank you so much for watching. This video is all about skincare that I am trying to use up by the end of February. So there's several items here that have just a little bit left and several that have a lot left. So I want to get into it with you right now. So the first item I want to talk to you about is this Biore UV Watery Essence. It's the SPF 50 plus PA++++. And this is one of my favorite sunscreens. It has a watery texture. It's kind of like that water gel that you see in a lot of products now. But what I really like about this particular sunscreen, let me show you really quick, is it has kind of a green tint to it. Not sure if that's picking up on camera, but when you go to rub it into your skin, especially if you have dark skin like I do, if you noticed, ta-da, there is no white cast, there's no ashiness or anything like that. So that's one of the reasons why it's my favorite sunscreens. It doesn't have a super strong scent. It rubs in really well to the skin. It sits well under makeup. It sits well over other skincare products. One thing I do want to point out though is the fact that this has an alcohol base to it. So if you have really dry skin, then you want to keep that in mind. Next is a product from The Ordinary. This one is called the 100% plant-derived squalane, and it's an oil. And that's what that looks like. What I like about this oil is that, let's see if I can show you guys. If you look there, do you see how thin that is? It's a beautiful oil. I like to use this right after I'm done masking, and if I'm not going to be putting on too many other things on my face, because I do mask in the evening, and when I get up the next day, my face looks like it's been completely hydrated. I really love this stuff. I actually have a bottle that's ready to go on standby. This one is about done to here. I suspect this bottle will be finished before the end of February, but I do anticipate finishing it by the end of February. Likewise, here is the Claire's Pure Vitamin C and Centella Asiatica Extracts Hybrid Stabilization Technology Serum. And that's what this one looks like. Not sure if the camera's going to focus on it, but we're going to try. Like that. Okay, there we go. So this serum, and I'll open the bottle for you to see, it feels kind of like an oil upon initial application, but then after you've applied a few drops, I use about half a drop or a little bit less. After you applied a few drops and you let it soak into your skin, it feels like almost feels like a primer, but also you can tell it's going to work. There's no stinging sensation or anything like that for those that have tried vitamin C and had that experience. It's pretty lightweight as far as an oil would go, but much heavier as far as a serum would go in terms of application. I really am enjoying that product, and I definitely plan to purchase it again. I feel like it works really well with some of my other skincare, and I really am seeing great results with it brightening my skin. This is the Origins Clear Improvement Active Charcoal Mask. It is my absolute favorite mask. It is the mask I will continue to purchase and repurchase. As you can see, this is about, I don't know, two-thirds of the way through, so I have a little bit more to go, and I'll be finishing this for sure by the end of February. The way I like to use that mask is if my skin is feeling really congested, or if I get up in the morning and it just looks, I don't know, if I'm looking like a hot mess, like I really just didn't get enough rest, or I just am looking like I'm off a little bit, what I'll do is I'll take this mask, put it on, drink my coffee and all of that, hop in the shower and let the steam rise, and then I'll rinse it off. And by the time I get out of the shower, my skin looks refreshed, it looks decongested. I just love this mask. I can use this several times in a week without any kind of irritation or adverse effects, and I definitely recommend it to people that have you know, wanted to try out masks before but are not sure if they're really going to be into it. This is a really high quality mask and I love it. Let's take some of these guys down. Okay. First, let's talk about this one. This is the Chapstick Total Hydration Lip Scrub, and that's what it looks like inside. There's probably about 1/3 to 1/4 of a jar left inside. When I'm using this, I don't dip my finger in there. I use Q-tip or spatula, and that goes for any of my potted products. I don't stick my fingers into anything that's been potted because I don't want to spread the bacteria. But this particular scrub, I like the color of it, but I also like the way it smells. And it has big pieces of sugar, which, you know, can be a plus or minus depending. But I really like this stuff. I feel like it hydrates my lips. It really does exfoliate well, and I would repurchase this. I think this is, you know, a fantastic buy, and the price was right. I think it was like $3. So next we have a small jar of the SK2 RNA Power Radical New Age, and let's see. This is a moisturizer, and this is what it's looking like inside right now. I've probably used about 1/4 of the jar at the most. This stuff is really emollient. It's very hydrating, very nourishing. So a little bit goes a long ways. And when I'm using mine, I, again, do not stick my fingers in there. I grab a Q-tip, pull off the amount of product that I want, and put it on my face. This little jar itself, I believe, is valued at $40. It's considered to be a luxury product. I think the regular size jar is about $239. So if you're really into moisturizers and you really want to try out a beautiful one from Japan, I suggest taking a look at this one from SK2. Definitely moisturizes, works really well with my other products. I haven't had any kind of adverse effects, no kind of reactions to it, and a little bit goes a long way, so I feel like that luxury price tag is probably justified. This is eye cream. So this is a kind of an eye gel cream, and it's from Pharmacy, which is a brand that I really love. I discovered them last year, and I haven't gotten enough of them. I really like them a lot. But this is the eye cream that they sell, and it's called I Do. And here's what it looks like inside. Has this kind of pale green color. It's really beautiful, and it smells like nothing. Which is the point, right? You don't want to have a lot of like highly scented products on your face to irritate your skin. But what I really like about this particular eye cream is that it does feel like more like a water gel, but it's very hydrating and it melts into the skin nicely. And I don't typically purchase eye creams, but I really like this one a lot, and I definitely plan to repurchase it. It works well with any of my other moisturizers. It goes well with any treatments that I'm using. And, you know, I don't have any trouble wearing this underneath makeup. So definitely will be repurchasing. And then all of those products were sitting on top of this jar right here. So this is the Boscia Sake Balm. And this is a moisturizer. It's hydrating, hydrating, hydrating. I can't say it enough. This stuff is super duper hydrating. Here, let's push that back a little bit. So basically, I will use this at night only. This is not a daytime item at all. It's entirely too hydrating. Let me show you what it looks like. So when you take the jar off, or take the lid off of the jar, this is what it looks like inside. I don't want to tip it too much because it's going to spill all over the place, but you can see it has a very for a watery gel, it has a super thin texture, so it kind of reminds you of like a pudding that hasn't set yet. And the smell is very fresh, very herbal. It smells like it does good things for your skin, and it really does. I haven't had any trouble with this at all. Like I said, no adverse reactions, but because it is so incredibly hydrating, I do not pair this with any other hydrator or moisturizer. If I'm going to be wearing this, I'm wearing it on its own by itself. I don't use, for example, I will not use the Claire's vitamin C drops, and I will not use any kind of face oil or anything like that. It's just this as a standalone item. It does pair well with the I Do, but ultimately when I'm wearing this as a moisturizer, that's it, it's by itself. Oops, sorry you guys, I know that's really loud. So sorry. Okay, what's next? Oh, here's another moisturizer. So this one is by Laneige, and it's called Cream Skin Refiner. And the best way I can describe this is it's like a watery lotion. It's like if someone made a lotion out of water. That's it. That's the only way I can really describe this. Let me show you what it looks like. First of all, I love the packaging. Laneige makes really beautiful packaging. It feels super luxurious. This is inside of a glass container, but this is what it looks like when you pour it on your skin. I don't know if you can see that, but it kind of has like a blue, kind of a blue hue to it. And when you rub it in, it just feels so moisturizing. It feels like a lotion. It doesn't feel at all like a water or anything like that. It's very, very hydrating, but still relatively lightweight. So if you have oily skin or even combination oily skin, this might be a really good alternative for you to try out. What I'll do with this cream skin refiner is I will use it as a moisturizer. So instead of putting that on and then a moisturizer and then my sunscreen and all that, I'll just use this as the moisturizer and I'll pop my sunscreen right on top of it. And that seems to work really well. And it sits well under makeup. It has a kind of a slightly tacky feel to it after you've applied it, but you can feel like it's very moisturizing. Let's see. How about this one? So that is the Your Good Skin Pore Minimizing Tonic. And the reason I have this particular tonic or toner is that the lady over at the Walgreens talked me into purchasing it. So I thought I would give it a try. I like it. It's not really better than any other toner I've tried before, and it's not worse. It's kind of one of those deals where I could live without it and I'd be fine. It's not really a staple in my skincare. It says it's for all skin types. And I feel that could be true. I mean, the ingredients are, they tout like green tea, vitamin C, bisabolol, witch hazel, stuff like that. But ultimately, I don't really feel like that toner is standing out from any other toner I've tried. And then on top of it, a lot of the toners that I've been trying or using are from either, Korea or from Japan, where it's more hydrating. So this is not hydrating to me anyways. But I will finish this up because I did buy it, but I probably won't repurchase it. So this is the Amy Nadine Micellar Cleansing Water. And I think I bought mine at Costco. Full disclosure, I work for Costco. And this stuff is awesome. I mean, a lot of cleansing waters are cleansing waters, right? But I really like this particular brand. It doesn't feel like it leaves a residue. Like I've had that experience with some of the different cleansing micellar cleansers I've tried, and it doesn't really feel that way. When I use it, it feels like it's actually cleansing my skin and there's no residue afterwards. So I highly recommend this for anyone that has tried micellar waters but hasn't really had good luck with it. I mean, the very first ingredient is water. It has coconut water in it. It's pretty lightweight in terms of a micellar water, and I do like it, and I definitely recommend it. One thing to note though, this really does not take off any hardcore makeup, so it's not going to take off mascara, heavy eyeliner, anything like that. It'll take a powder off, no problem, but just keep in mind this is not going to take off a lot of the makeup that you might wear. And then I'm so sad, this is my very last bottle of the Freeman Beauty Infusion Purifying and Shower Mask with sea kelp and probiotics. Oh, so sad. I bought about 5 or 6 of these when I first saw them because I love this stuff. Now, there is a type of scrubbing sort of little granule that's inside. Let me show you what it looks like. Hold on. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm just going to give you an idea of what this sort of texture is like, but this is what it looks like right here. I don't know if you can see that. And it has kind of like a gel feel to it. And inside are these little sort of granules. I don't know if you can see those on camera, but they are definitely pretty rough for your skin. So you want to be careful if you get a hold of this stuff and really use it with a very light hand. That being said, I love this particular scrub. I think it's fantastic as a manual exfoliator, and I really love the sea kelp and probiotics that are inside. It makes my skin feel like it's been conditioned, and it just feels like it's glowing and beautiful after I've used it, and I definitely recommend it. Like I said, I bought like 5 or 6 of these and I can't find them anywhere, so if you happen to find them, I suggest you stock up because it's a pretty amazing product. And what else do we have? We have, let's pull these out. So these, oh no, haha, good catch. So these are pimple patches from Cosrx. I'll just pop that in there for now so you guys can see what they look like. And I love these. I think I purchased them because I saw another YouTuber trying them out and I thought, oh, that's fun. And they were really inexpensive. I think they were $6. I bought mine on YesStyle.com, and I'm so glad that I did because when I have a breakout, I'll reach for one of these in a heartbeat. Let me show you what this one looks like. This is the Acne Pimple Master Patch, and it comes in this little kind of sleeve, and then inside of the sleeve is like a little piece of plastic that goes over top of the patches themselves, and then underneath are the patches. So the patches are on this little sheet and you peel them off, and they're incredibly sticky, and they come, I believe, in 3 different sizes for this one. And so you pick out the size that works best for your particular zit or whitehead, and then you pop that onto your skin, and they are super sticky. So what I'll do is, after I've washed my face and all that before I go to bed, if I have a pimple, I'll pull one of those patches out and put it on, and I'll sleep in it. And then when I wake up in the morning and I peel it off of my face, it has all the yucky stuff that's stuck to the bottom of it, and pretty much my zit will be gone. And the same is true for these. So this one is the Clear Fit Master Patch. This is the clear version. And so if you need to run around, do errands, things like that, but you have, a zit that's kind of plaguing you, you can take one of these and you can put it on, and you can leave the house with it on, and it will essentially, especially if you have brown skin like mine, it will blend right in with your skin. It really is pretty inconspicuous, and I like that a lot because you can wear it during the daytime to help get rid of any kind of interloper that's decided to take up residence on your skin. Okay, we have this one. So this is the Facial Radiance Intensive Peel from First Aid Beauty. And this little jar really does pack a punch. When I first purchased this stuff, I have to be honest, I didn't like it at all. Let me show you what it looks like. So when you look inside, it has this kind of gray-green color, and it does smell like, it smells pretty chemically. So if you're really sensitive to chemicals, just keep that in mind. This is a peel. It's an acid peel. So what I do is I'll grab a spatula and I'll pull out what I'm going to need for my face, spread it all over my face, leave it on for up to 5 minutes, and then I'll wash it off. And that's what the instructions say to do. Also, I would never use this particular peel more than twice a week. Once a week seems to be sufficient. Anything more than that, and I think I'm gonna overdo it and mess with my, you know, my skin barrier, and, you know, just jack up my skin. So other than that, I think for the price point, that's a pretty good deal. It has lasted me for quite some time, but I do believe I will have finished it by the end of February. And yes, I would repurchase these. And if I didn't say it before, I definitely have repurchased these several times and will continue to. Scooch that out of the way. So you guys have definitely seen this before. I know you have. This is the Clinique Take the Day Off. It's a cleansing balm. And I really love this cleansing balm. You take a little chunk. Let's open this. So you take a little chunk into your fingers, into your hands, and you kind of work it together to soften it up a little bit. And then you apply this all over your face to take off your makeup and the dirt and the grime and the sunscreen and all the crazy that you've had on your face all day. And then once you've done that, it begins to kind of break down and emulsify into a creamy sort of, not oily, but kind of oily, creamy sort of gel type, milky, I don't know how to describe it, but it's awesome. So once you've worked your makeup and, you know, you've really like worked the stuff in to get it off, when you go to rinse off the cleansing balm, it just rinses away. It's bizarre to me. It's like having an oil, but it's not really an oil, and it just kind of disappears. And it takes all the makeup and all the gunk and stuff with it. And then you can do your second cleanse after that, and your face is like squeaky clean. So needless to say, I've gone through several of these jars, and I love them so much. And I do plan to repurchase them in the future, but I have a ton of the pharmacy cleansing balms that I purchased over the holidays. So I'm going to be going through those for the next several months. So I won't be able to purchase this probably for about another 6-7 months. But when I run out of the other ones, I will be repurchasing. Here's another product I'm fairly certain everyone has seen before. It's the Aztec Secret Indian Healing Clay. And this is a super powerful mask. They say that you can blend it with water, or you can mix it with apple cider vinegar. For myself, apple cider vinegar is entirely too strong, and even water is a little bit too strong. I mean, let me show you what it looks like. It's 100% natural calcium bentonite clay. Oh, I'm making a mess. And again, it has this kind of greenish brown color to it, sort of a green brown, and that's what it looks like. I have about maybe 2 tablespoons left, and then that's it. After that, it'll be gone. I will be repurchasing this product because I've always repurchased this product. I've been using it for years. This is the kind of face mask though where you don't want to use it too often. If you're going to use it, I suggest you use it maybe every 1 to 2 weeks because it's so incredibly powerful, and you don't want to overdo it with your skin. But when you do use it, be aware that as it dries, it's going to feel really, really tight on your skin. And also your skin might turn a little bit red. So keep that in mind. If you really are concerned about that, or you have sensitive skin, I always suggest doing a patch test of any new product that you're going to try. Even if you think it's a product that's going to be mild, you would be surprised how many things might end up irritating your skin. This is the Exuviance Moisture Balance Toner. It has AHAs and PHAs, and it gently exfoliates, so it's a chemical exfoliator. I love this toner. I feel like it's both moisturizing and exfoliating. And as you can see, I have like, boop, that much left. So this is literally almost gone. It will be gone by the end of February. I do plan to repurchase this toner again in the future. However, I have a lot of toners to go through right now, and essences and ampules. So for now, I'm not going to be repurchasing, but this is definitely one I recommend. Absolutely love it. You can use it daily, or you can use it every other day. So if you're using other types of exfoliators in your routine, or here's the other one. well, you get the point. If you have other exfoliators, whether they're like chemical or physical, you want to be aware not to overdo it. So you want to make sure that when you're exfoliating, you're kind of picking and choosing one or the other, but not both, because it could definitely irritate your skin and you could go overboard quickly. Other than that, I do recommend it. I love that product. It is definitely a repurchase. This is kind of a little bonus one in there. So I got this sunscreen from Clarins. It's a sample, and I'm telling you up front, I would never put this on my face. It has a, I don't know, it smells like perfume. So basically, this little sample smells like perfume. So I'm sure you're wondering why I kept it. Well, the reason I kept it is because I actually can use it to put on my hands. I always put sunscreen on my face, but I also put sunscreen on my hands, and I just figured why let a good little sample go to waste, so I use that for my hands. And yeah, that's why that's there. It's going to be used up here in like the next couple of days. So I think that's it. That's all I had to show you. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. If you're interested in more skincare videos, or there's a particular brand that you would like to talk about, let me know. I'll see if I can get my hands on it if I don't have it already. And yeah, thank you, and I'll see you again soon. Take care.